The real reason why men like to be with women, that's what today's video is about. Thank you for checking my video. I hope you guys are doing great. Healing fam, let's get right.
Apart from sexual intercourse, what do you have to offer to any man on earth?
Oh, a lot of stuff.
Don't really say it loud. Answer it in your own closet and be proud of yourself, including my wife. Apart from sexual intercourse, what do you add to the life of any man in your life? Forget your father, forget your brother, forget your cousins. A man who has sexual knowledge about you, that you complain. They're only interested in removing pant. Thank you. Apart from removing pant, what do you have to add to the life of anyone?
Please, women, as long as your husband is alive, don't retire from sex. And what did I say? I've seen women, they will say, I've retired. Don't retire. As long as the man is alive. Now listen to this. People have said food is the way to a man's heart. It's a lie. There are very good restaurants where a man can get food. It's not food. You need to understand that a man does not want sex. A man needs it. Your husband, the marriage contest.
For a lot of men, not all, majority, it's all about the three things that I always talk about. It's all about sex, it's about status, it's about selfishness. Their needs and their needs alone. That's how men are conditioned. It doesn't really mean it's a bad mindset, but it's a conditioning. There are some men who are worked to unlearn that type of mindset. Even if they do, they know how to manage it. But there are some who just run savage with it. Sex, nothing else but sex. A lot of men have such huge appetite. Not to say women don't. There's a lot of women who have a lot of appetite for sex too. You can look at the research. Go to psychology today. But for a lot of women, it takes a lot of mental effort to get into it. This is why sex for women start before the 2 minutes, 1 minute, half a minute. In some cases, erectile dysfunction is real. Call me Psych on demand, not to distract the case by any means, but they are driven by that dopamine hit of sex. A lot of times it's not even about the body at all. This is why men can literally get off with a child. That's why they seek out, they're pedophiles who seek out children. If the age of consent could be changed, a lot of men would like them to be much lower than the consensual age of 18. Just saying. Men will put their dingling in different holes and they get satisfaction. It's not about the hot spot. It's all about having that hit, that control, that dominance, to know that they have dominated something. So if you, the woman, you're blinded by this whole, I'm reading some of the comments, humans can survive without sex. It's a want, not a need. But there's a lot of men who have made it as a need, just like that pastor. And this is sometimes even the church. They drive some of this. Don't deny your husband if he wants it. There's rape even within marriages, non-consensual sex, where the man will just come in, the woman is sleeping, whatever. They'll just jump on, do their deed. There's a lot of women who are married who are sexually frustrated because men married most of the time just because they can have free access to sex without having to use condoms, those kind of things. They want to do it raw. The woman, especially if they're a woman who's hyper religious, most of the time they are very faithful, they are very committed, so the likelihood of the woman giving the STI is less. A lot of time maybe the woman has had a couple kids, so then maybe they they fix themselves so they can get pregnant, so they have the chance of giving you raw. If that woman is refusing to get an STD, it's like the end of the world. Like, why are you denying me? Like, why can't I just have access to your body when you have labored, cleaned, cooked, vacuumed, taking care of the kids all day? You're gone to work, doing that one job, hang out with the boys, and then come home all energetic, not checking in. If you want to check in, I'm busy, I can't talk right now, I'm busy right now, I can talk right now, I'm in the media, I'm busy. There's no prior agreement or willingness to have a prior agreement to, okay, when we text, I'll say I'm busy, but at my lunch break, I'll call you, I'll check in, I'll make sure you're feeling safe physically, emotionally, psychologically. That is the meat of a good, solid relationship. But a lot of these men don't. The main reason why they get with women is for the emotional labor, to have children, to get access to unlimited amount of SES, to be entitled, and to have that status of showing to the world that they are married. It looks good on paper, but while behind closed doors, they are not really putting any effort to make it reasonably fair and doable for the woman and for the children. They're not protective. Oh, we're supposed to protect you. What are you protecting us from? These days with cameras and everything in abundance, what?
A lot of men love sex but hate women. Okay, hate may be a bit extreme for some, but a lot of men dislike women but love sex. And they understand that in order to get sex, they need to interact with women. But they do not like women particularly. They do not find them particularly interesting. They definitely do not respect women. They think women are dumb. They don't have much to offer. They're stupid. They just see women as trash. Like, there are a lot of men who see women as sports. Like, the same way men will talk about football, gaming, that's how they'll talk about women. That's how they'll see them. A lot of times women are like faceless. They're just numbers to men. Just something to do. And sometimes that we can have a little bit of a part to play in that as women, in terms of like being so like promiscuous. Like, a lot of men who are promiscuous themselves don't respect women because they interact with a lot of promiscuous women, so they know what women can be capable of. However, of course, if you're dealing in that market where you're dealing with the girls who are going to give it up extremely quickly, extremely often, you are going to be dealing with promiscuous girls, but they don't reflect the whole of the female gender. But I digress. Or a lot of men deal with women who can be bought, whose only criteria really is that their man must have money. And the thing about men is they know that you can't build anything sustainable with a woman who's just after your money. That's the truth. So they just don't respect women because you're just something to be purchased. They also don't respect women because a lot of women are so eager for a man, or so in love, or so eager to keep a situation that they have, that men will lie to them, tell them stupidness that to other men make absolutely no sense. Like, this behavior doesn't match his actions. His words and his actions don't match. His actions clearly show you that he don't give a crap about you, but he's saying, okay, fine, he does when you come crawling and crying, and you're just accepting it. So those men look at you, who's dating their friend, a guy they know, and they think you're stupid, and they just don't respect you because they think you're an idiot. Let me just be very blunt. So understand that to be an exception to these mindsets, you have to be an exception in your behavior. AKA, stop sleeping with men early on. Make a man work to get in your bed, in your pants, to get your snatch. Stop sleeping with these men, because you will sleep with them, they will pursue you to sleep with them, and they will turn around and say your body count's too high, that they don't want a promiscuous woman, that they don't want to use car. Do not listen to them because they're going to argue with you. I am telling you, go and look in my comments of some of the videos. You will know what men really think. Stop sleeping with these men. It is doing you more harm than good. Let these men prove who they are. Prove how much they like you. Prove how invested they are. And then you can get down with the get down. Stop telling these men that you want them for their money, because when you're saying I only want a man with money, that's what you're saying. You're basically saying I just want money, and that man is the vehicle to the money. Men are not stupid. Like, who is going to respect, value, treasure a woman whose presence is conditional on finances? And I'm not saying get with a broke man, but can you not look with your eyes, listen with your ears to see if that man has money? Don't let the word money come out of your mouth when you're conversating with the man. Don't even ask the man for money. Don't even put yourself in a position where he's having to spend time with you for the first few weeks, months. Like, learn to do a reverse Uno. Because the reality is, if you are able to spot a man with money and you are able to build a connection with him and get to know him and you're compatible and you like him and he likes you and it can develop into love, is the money going to disappear when you fall in love? Is he not going to spend money on the love of his life? Ladies, come on, activate. Like, stop telling men. Whenever I hear women or just talk about, oh, I need a man with money, or comment, I only want a man with money, or make a man spend money with you. Genuinely, ladies, I love you to death, but I think, oh, you're so dumb. Not in a horrible way, because I love you guys, but it's very dumb. I promise you. Like, men are watching, they're reading, they're seeing, they know what certain girls are on, and they've already set you up. They're lining you up. They're lining you up to steal the box from you, to trick you, to set you up, so that you can give them the box, and men will take you out. They will spend money on you, because a lot of men have, you think men have got money to buy drip, to go on holiday, to party, but they haven't got money to line up girls to have sex. They love sex. That's their favorite thing. Of course they've got budget for that. But the budget for smashing and the budget for wifey, two different budgets. So, and finally, please demand respect from these men. Like, please respect yourself. Please love yourself. Men are so much more used to coming into contact with women who don't respect themselves, who don't love themselves, who don't act, who let men get away with everything, who men will disrespect them, waste their time, and then when the man comes back, it's fine, nothing's happened, there's no change. Like, that's, your kindness is not earning you any respect. Your kindness is making that man more comfortable in the fact that he's got you exactly where he wants you, and he's going to continue to dog walk you. So honestly, if you want to build with a man, the best thing you can actually do is respect yourself and check bad behavior. And if bad behavior doesn't change, get your bag and go. You're not polyamorous. You can only have one man. It doesn't have to be the one that treats you mid. Find another man that's going to treat you well. Because it's not every man that's going to treat you well. I think women have this thing where they think it's their job to create the man that's for them and the man that's going to look after them. No. It's your job to find him. Like, you cannot make somebody what they're not. You can only find somebody who's compatible with you. And that should not be taking all the work that I see you lot doing. I'm sorry, it shouldn't be. You shouldn't be having to do graphs and paragraphs and things to figure out how you're going to make this relationship work in month 5. Month 5, month 4, month 6, the first 6 to 12 months of a relationship should pretty much feel like walking on sunshine. And if before 6 months you lot are having crucial issues where you're not talking, where you're beefing, where it's explosive, where you can't get him to do basic things, I hate to break it to you, sis. I hate to break it to you, but you can come back here in a year and I promise you, you will either not be speaking to that guy or you will be stressed, anxious, upset, because that relationship giving you high blood pressure. Okay? So understand that most men do not respect most women. They do not like most women. And with that in mind, make sure that you're the kind of woman, even if you don't want to date men, people should always respect you. So understand you're interacting with people in a way, people meaning men, that they are forced to respect you. Now, like I always say, there's always an exception to the rule. For best results, assume it's not you. Mwah.
So my second take on the real reason why men get with women, which to me a lot of times is about unlimited amount of sex, safe sex, status, and selfishness to get their way, to control, dominate. I'm going to read a few of the comments. The patriarchy also made being an S-worker illegal and shameful. But at the same time, they're okay with a woman giving it up for free. As long as the woman is in the losing position, then it's okay. Once you start benefiting, it's a problem. Never give up Never give you the app for free, ladies. And begging your husband to help with his own children is wild. You need air, you need water. You will die if you go without either for a long time. You will not die without sex. It's a want, not a need. And to the woman crying in the car, it's not just you. I'm in Australia, and the oversexed men turned me to be 4B 8 years ago. I live in New Zealand and the UK. Same. Most men I know have the same experience. You are not alone. That's why it's so important to choose you as women. As a woman who's been married for over a decade, having gone through divorce, now back on the dating scene. I dated before my ex. We're together for close to 15 years. Now I'm back to being single for the past almost 4 years, and dating and experiencing different great ones, not great ones. But at the meat of it all, many men, including all of them and all my friends and my aunties and my across the world, just like she said, she's in Australia, she was in UK, she was in New Zealand, I was in Africa, now I'm in the US, being visited different places. I have friends who are Jamaicans, Nigerians, South Africans, worldwide, Asians, Indians. One common thread among all men is sex. And it doesn't matter, like, oh, you're showing too much boob, that's why he wants X from you. Oh, maybe your booty is hanging out too much, maybe your lips are too attractive. No, that's not it at all. You get it wrong. There are a lot of men who get with women who don't have all the things that I'm saying that's sticking out. A woman who's covered with hijab from head to toe is still getting raped and is still a source of constant harassment on sex, on their bodies, to be their therapist, their soft place, the peace. You're wanting peace, so to speak, from a woman, but they're not providing a peaceful environment for that peace to thrive. Make it make sense. Let me know your thoughts and opinion in the comment section. What do you think men want from women? Okay, bye.
A man can be real nice to you just for you to like him. And once you like him, you want him around because he gonna give you a good conversation. He gonna make sure everything around you is right. He gonna make sure the vibe is right. And the whole time he just wanna sleep with you.
Men want cheap, but they marry dear. Men like girls who are easy for fun. But when it comes to a relationship and commitment, they like the girls who are hard to get. So, if you are interested in having a relationship, stop sleeping with these men casually. Now, I'm not saying you can't get a relationship if you sleep around. That's absolutely not true. However, why would you climb to the top of the Eiffel Tower when you can take a lift? Trying to manage a reputation with guys who prioritize virtue is just hard work. And if you've consciously made the decision to do that, all power to you, sister. No judgment here. This video is for the ladies who might not necessarily understand what is on the other side of their actions today. A man is always going to try to get you in the bed. One thing I've always heard since I was growing up is a man might not want to be your friend, he might not want to be your buddy, he might not want to be your boyfriend, but he's always going to want what's in between your legs. And that has served me well in life, because if you always assume the worst case scenario that a man is only out for your snatch, then you always have high expectations of men. And I don't know about you, but me, the kind of person I am, I want the best of the best, okay? If there are women out there getting loved and adored and spoiled, that's what I want for myself. But in order to have that in a real, lasting, tangible way, not a flash in the pan that a lot of women experience, you have to have high expectations of yourself. And the reality is, it's not everything that you want you must have. You have to be able to say no to yourself. And yes, I get you can sleep with a man if you want to. Absolutely, sure. But the reality is, you are not going to die, and that man is not going to die if you guys do not sex. However, if you guys do not sex and he turns out to be a madman, you have saved yourself. Now, the tricky thing is, men are often very manipulative about getting your snatch. They will present such an open, kind, very trusting environment to make you think that you are free to just kind of give them access to you. However, I know, and a lot of grown women know, and if you don't know this, please write this down, it is all an act a lot of times. Because the minute you give it up to a man, his mentality changes about you. A lot of men refer to this as post-nut clarity. And even if he doesn't get bored of you that day, the thing about human beings is new things are only new for a while. So a lot of men, when they've sampled you around the 10 to 15 to 20 times mark, they can start to get bored. They will start to drop off because pretty much they've had you in every which way and now they're looking for the next exciting thing. I hate to be so blunt, but I think a lot of women need to hear it. And the fact is, men are just very extremely cheeky and the patriarchy is on their side. So after they finish slanging that "Where's Wally" all over town, they are in a position where they can say, okay, now I want to be serious and I want the cleanest, the purest, the most beautiful. And yes, I get it's tapped. Yes, I get it's unfair. Yes, I get it's not right for them to be able to do what they want to do, but then when it's our turn, we get judged. I get all that. However, these are the rules of our society. I did not make them up. If I could change them, I would. I cannot. And I am only talking to the women who are looking for or desire a relationship because it is very important to know the rules of the game you are operating in. So the best thing you can do for yourself, ladies, is be very stingy with your snatch, the stingiest. Because when it is time for a man to consider you, let's be real, a lot of men are doing the picking these days, you will be in good standing because they value virtue. I know a lot of you are going to be angry because you're saying this is not right, this is not how it should be. Again, I do not make the rules. If I made the rules, men would be walking around getting whipped. I'm telling you, listen, men would pay extra tax because babies, too much what they're doing. But yeah, let's just bear that in mind when we are dealing with these men and entertaining them and hearing their tall tales because men are liars, but another video. Now, like I always say, there's always an exception to the rule. For best results, my beauties, assume it's not you. Mwah.
Check this out, ladies. If you want to know if a guy is only interested in sleeping with you, it's actually very easy. It's very easy. It's so simple. All you gotta do is hold off on the sex. Just hold off. 2 weeks, 6 weeks, 20 weeks. I don't care. However long it takes for you to feel like your emotional needs are met. You can even be nice and say something like, hey, I really like you, but I just need to know you a little more before I let you invade my vagina. A man who is interested in something more will actually respect your decision to get to know each other first before having sex, and will put in the effort to get to know you, and you get to know him so that you can feel secure enough with him. He will call you, he will communicate with you, he will date you, he will court you, he will check on you, he will ask you questions about yourself. A man who is only interested in sex will naturally fall off once he sees that it requires more to get with you. He'll start losing interest, he'll start talking to you less, checking on you less, shit. He might even avoid you altogether. Sometimes they will even resent you for not allowing them to digmatize you, because that's the main thing his ego relies on. And when that happens, listen to me, listen, pay attention. This is the most important part. When that man starts falling off, let it happen. Just let it happen. Do not even try to do anything to pull that man back to you, because that's how you get got. Don't even waste time being sad about it. Transmute that sadness into happiness and be grateful that you just dodged a bullet. Peace.
Ladies, the longer a man goes without physical intimacy, the more disconnected he will feel. This often makes him feel more distant and irritable. Now, he shouldn't be unkind and disrespectful. We are not excusing anger or meanness. As his wife, partner, girlfriend, whatever, you have the opportunity to learn the importance of physical connection in his life and learn to be intentional about loving him this way without being transactional, but genuine. Take that with you today. Real talk.
Men have no problem manipulating you for sex. We are in a patriarchal society that tells men they can have sex with who they want, whenever they want, however they want. If you don't believe me, look at the news. In this instance, I am not talking about extreme examples like Grape and SA. I am just talking about normal men in this crazy dating scene. So the first thing you need to understand is, as much as you want love, relationship, marriage, etc., that's how much men want sex. Probably even more, probably 10 times more. So if you understand that in any interaction with a woman that they find attractive, sex is on their mind, then that should help you understand the motivations for some of the stuff they're saying to you if it doesn't make sense. For example, I got a DM from a young lady today that is about to be 18 years old, and she is talking to a man who is 4 years older than her. He's 22. He has said to her that he likes her, but he doesn't want to be official because of the age difference and what people might say about the age difference. Then I read on and realize that in this time, he's still kissing her, trying to encourage her to be sexual with him. So just to put it down in black and white, what he's saying is he can't be in an official relationship with her because of the age difference, but he can have sex with her regardless of the age difference. And Lord, I just feel for women, especially younger women with limited experience. Because men will literally sit in their face and chat shit so they can get the box. And these women are so innocent and trusting that they're just going along with it. To this young lady who sent me that DM, absolutely stop doing anything sexual with this man. He does not want to be with you. He doesn't want anything from you but your body. And if you give him your body, you will start to see after a few weeks, few months, however long he's enjoying it for, his attentions will start to waver off and he will start to find someone else. He doesn't want you in a way that you want him. But just for my sisters in general, understand that men will bend the truth or even outright lie to get what they want from you, which is your body. There is nothing a man wants from you more than he wants sex. And if that man wants more from you than sex, then there's nothing wrong with making him wait 4 to 6 months and with an official commitment, as in you're my boyfriend, I'm your girlfriend, everybody knows before you sleep with him. If a man is telling you he wants you, he loves you, he wants to be with you, and then creating tension or creating uncomfortability because he has to wait, that man has ulterior motives and he is lying to your face to trick you so that you can give up the box. Stop sleeping with these men, ladies. It does you no benefit. And also stop blurring the lines. Stop letting him kiss you here or do this here or having a little hanky-panky here, but we haven't had sex. Because desire sneaks up on you. And before you know it, one day you will think you have a handle of things and you will blink and your knickers will be off and something will be happening and you will be like, how did I get here? And to be honest, you'll probably be fine while you're doing it and the multiple times that you do it after when you think it's nice and sweet. But what men do is they're always looking for some new box. So when you're the new box, you're going to get all the attention, you're going to get all the compliments, you're going to get all the care, you're going to get all this special fuzzy feeling because you're the new box. But one thing about new things, they don't last for long. Something can only be new for so long. And once you stop being new and shiny and desirable, then he will be off looking for the next new thing. And you will be there heartbroken asking me what you can do to get him back. Ladies, our preventative measures need to come first, not after.
I'm crazy. Like, am I going crazy? What is happening? Guys, what is happening? What is happening to this world? Every man you're meeting wants to have sex with you. I don't know, is this happening to only me? Because at this point, I am so drained. I am mentally drained. Like, I'm so like sometimes I just wish that I'm not even beautiful or I'm not even shapy. Sometimes I wish maybe it's the shape that is making everyone that is coming to me want to. Girls, are you passing through this? Please, I need to, because at this point it's like I'm going crazy. It's like there is something wrong with me. Sex with you. They have actually sexualized you in their head. Before, men come with relationship to confuse, to get to sleep with girls. But right now, they are not even coming for relationship. You're meeting someone today. Tomorrow, the person is asking you for a date. And at the end of the date, they're asking you to come to their place. They're asking you to come to their hotel room. They want to sleep with you. And the annoying thing is, this men think is actually their entitlement. Like, say so. I don't know what is. I'm crazy. Like, am I going crazy? Because, like, why are men making this thing so hard? Like, how are we supposed to get married to these whores? How are we supposed to get married to these men that are whores, but they don't know they are whores? The thing in his head is how to have sex with you.
As an ex worker, I will tell you something. Men are never going to be flocking to pay for it. A wife is much cheaper. A lot of the women that are glorifying getting a ring, getting married, changing their last name for a man, really what they don't realize is that they are signing up to be a low rate S worker. Because logistically, it makes a whole lot of sense for men to get married and have a wife and allow that to last for as long as possible, as opposed to paying out an S worker every time they want it. And the reason being is because, let's be for real, most marriages, women are going 50-50. And if not, the women are either the breadwinner or they are going 50-50. Point blank, period. Y'all literally will sit here and beg for a $5,000 ring and to spend an eternity with this man. Meanwhile, there's a S worker out there who is going to charge $1,000 for 1 hour just for them to have a good time. Meanwhile, you're begging for a ring to live up under this man, to cook, to clean, to give birth, to raise his children, to be his therapist. And not only are you going 50-50, meaning that you're paying for a man, meaning that you're paying to do all of this, but you're begging for a ring that essentially is paying itself off with your labor. Marriage only makes sense if he can do what you can do for you times 2. Even being a stay-at-home mom and him just paying for room and board, no, not enough, should not be good enough. Because essentially, you are a grown adult version of a child. You're still punching in for another man and you don't get any paid time off, you don't get to call in sick. I gotta give it to patriarchy. They did such a great job at brainwashing women. Because there are so many women that take great pride in working themselves to the bone, to work 40 hours a week, to come home, to cook, to clean, to help the children with homework, to bathe their children. And then when it's all said and done, they still gotta roll over and give their husband some punani. My own cousin is a stay-at-home mom. Even she admitted to me, she charges for it. Okay, she charges for it. He does not get access without him paying for it, which is how it should be. More and more women are waking up to the idea that essentially, you being a wife, you are really nothing more than a cost-effective plan for a man.